we didn't evolve our intelligence by eating plants, what does God expect us to do? Regress? Don't ask that question. You won't like the answer. Well, we could eat a finch or two. They're quite small. Or a turtle. They're really very small. And I've had my eye on the baby rhinoceros since day one.
I don't know. What have we found out?
Are you crazy? With the fecundity of the animals around here, we'll be lucky if we've got a place to stand before this stupid flood ends. No one will notice if we cook up a few of them. We could eat a few of the penguins and the ostriches. They're flightless birds, but we brought 7 pairs of them anyway, so a bunch of them aren't even supposed to be here. Or we could eat some of the rabbits. They've been having babies like crazy. After all, Dad's the one who made the deal with God, not us, so we can eat as many of the animals as we want.
But how are you going to cook them? I suppose you think roasting them over an open fire is a good idea? Conies roasting on an open fire, or fish stuffed with potatoes. Although it's been said many times, many ways, what you read here ain't true.
I likes mine raw and wriggling.
Are you crazy? That's no way to cook up a brace of conies. Give me some taters and carrots to make me a fine coney stew.
Yuck! What's taters, precious?
What the hell are you two talking about? Just borrowing lines from another famous video. You know, like God does, borrowing phrases and rules from the other gods. It's all the rage nowadays. We can't roast anything over a fire. We're on a boat made of gopher wood, filled with dried straw and oats. This place would go up faster than a jihadist on a Sunday market. Besides, this intelligently designed boat didn't even come with a hearth or a chimney and only has one window. One lousy window that Dad is hogging all the time. We'd all die of smoke inhalation.
It doesn't really matter. You shouldn't eat the fluffy white bunnies anyway. After all, what did they ever do to you? We should be at one with nature. Can't you see that we all have 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth? Don't you realize that we're all made of the same stuff?
Here we go again. I tell you, being around all these animals for so long has unhinged your mind, Ham. And if I don't get some meat soon, I'll be next. I'll start running up and down these poo-filled hallways, babbling like the monkey-descended wannabe mystics who wrote these stories. Who but a barking madman would think that putting all the animals of the world on a boat for 7 months was a good idea? All right. Let's stop thinking about food and get back to shoveling the mounds of crap into the corners. Which reminds me, why don't we have a bathroom? Sure. We build rooms for the animals like this is a Luxor in Las Vegas. But the design didn't come with a single bathroom for the humans. Damn it, we're whole pooping Bronze Age people without a hole to poop in. Oh, stop it, you're being a complete asshole. Well, I'd rather be a complete asshole than having to clean up after the whole of a complete ass. You're standing ankle deep in macaque makings and lemur leavings, and you're worried about having a hole to poop in? Get over it.
Hey, has anyone else noticed that we've stopped moving?
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Don't you think this means something? Like we've struck ground? Maybe we're no longer floating. Maybe the earth is dry underneath us.
Well, that would explain why we're listing so badly to the right.
Do you think this means that we'll get out of here soon? I'm so bored I actually counted every animal on board. Did you know we only have about 2 million animals on here? We obviously didn't get everything. What do you think happened to the other 10 million species?
They got left behind. Hey, Anyone want the other half of this banana?
No thanks. It's too full of seeds and too hard to hold.
I don't want any either. Hey, I thought we could start cultivating them once we're off this boat. We can make them easier to hold with less seeds, so they'd fit perfectly in our hands.
Why don't you give it to that chimpanzee over there?
Nah, those monkeys give me the creeps. They look too much like us, and they look at me like they know something I don't know. Where are those fornicating fowl? I need a dove and a raven. What for? I'm going to shove them out the window to see if they can find dry land out there. Okay, little birdies, time for you to fly away. Go find land and bring proof of it back to me. They're not going to come back. Sure they will. Just wait.
Dad, it's been weeks. Do we really have to keep standing here waiting?
Yes.
Oh, my poor aching feet.
Look, here comes our little dove, and she's got a leaf in her mouth. An olive leaf. Hurrah! The flood is over. Maybe, but whatever happened to your raven? Why hasn't he come back?
I think I hear a tapping.
No, it's something gently rapping. No, it sounds like a bird crapping on our roof this floor.
It must be the raven. The raven and nothing more.
Okay. Stop this unauthorized use of Edgar Allan Poe.
But we're doing it first. Poe won't even be alive for another 1,700 years. Yeah, cut it out, boys. You don't want to use Poe anyway. He's going to be an atheist.
Well, I think the flood is over. The land is green again, and it's time for us to get the hell out of here. I'll go open the door.
No, wait. We can't leave yet. We've got to wait another 2 months.
2 months? But Dad, that's an olive leaf. Olive trees only grow at 600 feet above sea level, and it's already got leaves on it.
No. The script says we wait another 2 months, so we wait another 2 months. That's final. Geez, were the writers on strike this week or something? What kind of masochist would force us to stay inside the stinking ark without fresh food to eat for another 2 months? Don't ask. You wouldn't like the answer to that question.
Noah, what are you still doing on that ark?
Oh, just following the script. You know, if I'd read this all the way through, I would have renegotiated my contract.
Well, never mind that now. Just get out of that boat and be fruitful and multiply. The ground is dry, so you won't have to worry about getting your feet all muddy.
Well, at this point, God, it's not exactly mud we're worried about. Have you looked inside this boat lately? Thousands of years from now, people will be able to smell their way to this boat. They'll have no trouble finding it whatsoever, if they look for it at all.